We'll warn you right now. Things may get a little fucked up and crazy.
What's even worse is I had a kid come in, and I was shitting in the urinal, and he came in, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
But if that's something you're into, then Mikes and Men is the show for you. The boys are going to cover it all without holding back. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry, and you could learn a thing or two. It's Mikes and Men, only on CBW.
New kids, old heads, new whips, old drugs, new bitch, old tricks, new kicks, old habit, new crib, old me, new me, do you? Hey, one thing, I don't ever pray for it. Secondly, I work every day for it, proudly. They will never pay you forward on me like a bagel with the chips, ayy. Same love, same drink, same spliff, ayy. Same house, same day, same chick, ayy. Same thing, same time, a new shit, new car, new house, new me, new fit. Old time I got a brand new clip and a brand new 9 that can braze you quick. Fucking this game like a brand new dick, like ice to a wet surface, South stick. Line them up, wrap it up, take your pick. Never switch on the team or considering snitch. Eyes on me and I ain't never stream Twitch. Your boy got the flow like a river stream is. Extremist, the meanest, I mean it, I beat it. Mike Jackson, the beat is defeated. I cleaned it and deemed it neutral. The old me is dead, so welcome to the new show. Ay, new kids, old heads, new whips, old drugs, new bitch, old tricks, new kicks, old habit, new crib, old me, new me, do you? Ay. 96% of adults go to work hungover the day after a holiday party. New Year's has the worst statistics, with almost 58% of highway deaths being alcohol related. 40% of highway deaths during the holidays are alcohol related. This holiday, stay home, stay at a friend's or a family's house. Be safe this holiday season. Don't drink and drive.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone!
No Outlet Live.
Yeah, so this is No Outlet Live. Hold on. Feels like my camera moved over there. Maybe the microphone did. I am Jay Remy, the host that you love the most. We have Anthony Miano.
The ant on a rant.
Oh, hold on. The ant on a rant is in the house. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good? Are you ready for some really fun stuff? So I want to just dive right into something.
And some of it's as much of a surprise to me as it is for you, the audience.
Oh, this is going to be a huge... So...
You're not gonna put some incriminating pictures of me on that screen, are you?
Nope, no incriminating pictures of you. But,
embarrassing.
But it does pertain to you. So, I started Googling you on the interwebs. I was searching for Anthony Miano, and I found a multiverse of Anthony Miano.
Yes, I do believe one of them is an elected official, and the other, that I can recall, made the Dean's List earlier this year.
Made the Dean's List?
Yeah, he goes to a college somewhere in Virginia. Just something I learned while keeping tabs on my own name.
Alright, so let me show you who the Anthony Mianos that I found. So... let's see, Anthony Miano. This is the sports star version of you. This guy is a minor league baseball legend, I guess. This man is he has like all kinds of trophies, and I guess just look him up. Anthony Miano at Radford University Athletics. That is one of your multiverse characters.
Well, if I need to take over the identity of one of them for whatever reason, yeah, I guess he'll be my first choice. He's young, good-looking, physically active.
He has a really nice beard, so, can you grow a beard?
Oh, yeah, there's a couple of photos out there of me with a beard, which I'll be happy to provide in the future. You know, if you'd given me some more notice.
Yeah, look at this guy. Look at this Anthony Miano right here.
Yeah, it's a very nice professional looking photo. red and white color scheme, which, I approve of. It's Army cavalry.
He's a very handsome
motif.
man. So there was also another multiverse Anthony Miano character that I had found. Oh, hold on. I'm starting to jump very ahead of myself. So this show is brought to you by FlatHousePress.com and Guardian Roadside Solutions. If you're stuck on the side of a road, call a Guardian. So let me go into the other character in the Anthony Miano multiverse.
That dude doesn't look white. That dude doesn't look white. That dude doesn't look white.
So that's Anthony Miano right there working out.
And where did you find this one?
I can't fully remember that. What about the sound effects? Do you like the sound effects I just introduced to our show?
Yes, I always do appreciate well, I'd say that's a sarcastic impression of me. That dude taken out of context from a previous episode, but no, that's evidently a real recording.
Yeah, I love it.
That dude doesn't look white.
Oh.
Yeah, now I'm trying to wonder what the hell was I talking about when I said that guy doesn't look white.
I love it.
Do you recall? Because I don't.
Yeah, so I was telling you about the Dante Wilder and Tyson Fury fight. The guy from Toledo.
Oh yeah, we were.
So I kind of mumbled over my words, and it sounded like I said heavy white guy, but I said a heavyweight guy.
Oh yeah, and I was like, yeah, that guy doesn't look white. That dude doesn't look white. yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, my that's why I prefer texting over calling people, because then I can just throw people's own words back at them like you just did. Got me out of trouble once. Long story short, a series of unpleasant conversations ended with my first sergeant going, "Okay, Sir Miano, I looked over the text message thread that you sent to your team leader, and well, now I realize you didn't say what I thought you said."
So how you feel about your the not white dude that is Anthony Miano? This is another one, and you guys both like gymming. You guys gym.
Yeah, this guy's got some nice arms.
Yeah, he does, man, because he's Anthony Miano.
I mean, it would still be much easier for me to impersonate the first one you showed us. That dude doesn't look white. Exactly.
I also found another thing. So let me find.
Just tell me this third one didn't do something horrible.
I don't know what this one did. So right now I'm currently sharing the screen. Everybody sees this. It says Miano at the bottom. Hold on, let me go back. So this is a gravesite for an Anthony Miano. This person I want to do a little research on. It's Anthony Miano. He was born in 1899, but he was buried in Queens County, New York. So I'm wondering if this is this a relative of you? How many Anthony Mianos is in your family right now?
That I know of, just me.
You're the only one that you know of. Is your family do you have family in New York?
Connecticut.
Connecticut, okay.
Yeah. And I was raised away from that side of my family most of my life.
So you were disconnected. You don't know really how widespread the Mianos are?
Correct. Yeah, so the real quick version is Mom and Dad divorced when I was very young. Mom married my stepdad when I was 3, and then when I was 7 we moved up here to Ohio, and my biological father's side of the family is all in the Connecticut area.
Wow, so you really don't know how widespread. These people could be actually your family.
Yeah, there's a real possibility of that. Wait a minute. What year did you say that one in the gravesite was born?
1899.
Okay, that one I don't think the Mianos had immigrated to America yet at that point, so that one...
Yeah, so on findagrave.com, Anthony Miano, birth 1899, he died in 1949. His burial is at St. John's Cemetery in Middle Village, Queens County, New York. And that's the only photo that they have is the one of his grave. I wish I could.
It looks like a
zoom
looks like a
into it.
pretty...
I mean, that's a legit gravestone, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it looks considerably more decorative and larger than most gravestones. So...
Yeah, I mean, look at this one in the background here. It's just like a regular gravestone. This was somebody of high importance, I feel like.
Maybe.
I mean, dude, that costs a lot of money to do that in stone. That's an original stone piece.
Yeah, so, yeah, this guy was...
He was a big deal, dude.
Yeah, whoever he was, whatever he did. I do know that the village the Mianos came from, Canicattini, had enough...
Canicattini.
Yeah. There were enough immigrants from there that there is a club in Hartford, Connecticut called the Canicattines Society.
Really? And that was from your family?
Well, no, that's the village my family is descended from in Italy. And then enough people immigrated from that village to the United States that there is a club formed by them in Hartford, Connecticut.
Wow, that's wild, man. You need to do like an ancestry or something and like find out all the little things that your family has been involved in.
You know, the ones I already know about are enough for me, because for me Ancestry.com feels like no point. Like I already feel inadequate just measuring up myself against the things my family members have done that I know about. I don't need to add to that.
So we got some people watching on Facebook, and shout out Curious George, dude. What's up, man? You're my boy. He's checking us out and shooting comments on the book. So I want to switch over from the Anthony Miano multiverse, and I want to show you this video. All right. Have you ever had somebody mess with you while you're sleeping and you wake up like kind of in a frenzy?
No, I did wake up once, not sure if I was awake or in a dream. But
Nobody's ever messed with you while you were asleep.
Let's see. You do remember I'm single and I live alone, and I have for
But like growing up, you're never at a sleepover or anything like that as a child, and people mess with you while you're sleeping?
It's been such a long time.
Yeah, because you're such an old guy.
Well, I mean, I'm a few years older than you little whippersnapper.
So I found this video of this guy getting messed with while he was sleeping by his girlfriend. So let's check this out. Oh, hold on. Am I sharing my screen?
Do we need to throw up a not safe for work banner here? Give the audience some idea what they're looking at.
I think this is safe for work.
Bitch, what the fuck was that? Bitch, what?
Do you hear how rancid that fart was, dude?
I couldn't even tell. Okay, hold on. Play it again with my... I'm gonna listen with my eyes closed, see if I can hear it. Okay, I thought that was
Bitch,
like...
what the fuck was that?
Okay, I thought like dishes were breaking. Like what?
Dude, I can't get enough of this video. So I had this saved in my Facebook saved videos, and I stumbled across this. Dude, the fart is...
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's like one thing. Okay, public service announcement time. if you become aware of that before everyone else nearby does, don't announce it. You know why?
Why is that?
Because they might be unaware that someone did that, okay? And then you've shattered the blissful ignorance they have, and not to mention, when you call that stuff out, you sound like a damn teenager. Grow the fuck up.
So, have you ever in public ripped a fart that sounds that like watery?
No, not that bad.
I've ripped some pretty bad farts in public. I mean, sometimes if my stomach has like that bubble to it, like bloop, bloop,
Yeah.
sometimes you guys just let that rip.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying, for everyone else nearby, calling attention to it is not gonna help the matter, okay?
Yeah, but if you hold on, let me go back to this. So if you look at this video, he's dead asleep, and her butt cheeks are like right in his face.
Oh, that was her ass cheek?
Yeah, that's some butt cheek right there.
I can't tell from this angle, and... Wait a minute. Are we sure that wasn't...
That this is faked?
Are we sure that it wasn't faked?
I'm not sure, but I've had this video in my saved videos on Facebook for years.
Because that guy... Okay, that guy
But
said...
listen to his reaction. You can't fake this. Listen to him.
Bitch, what the fuck was that?
And the way she's laughing makes me sound like this had to be completely staged.
I don't think so, man. I have a strong feeling that this is not staged.
And I have a strong feeling that they broke up shortly after this.
I don't know how I'd react if my girl ripped a big wet one right in my mouth.
Okay, okay. We are creating nightmare imagery here.
As I always tried to do to you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go inflict a traumatic brain injury to get those mental images out of my head now. I think you've got some heavy objects in here I can use on myself.
So I got this, do you like, all of the arts?
Which arts do you mean? That's a pretty broad subject, like,
Dance art.
Not in particular. I'm not against it, but I don't have much interest in it.
No, you're not interested in dancing?
Well, bear in mind, I'm white and I'm sober most of the time, so that's
That dude doesn't look white.
Yeah, exactly. I was at work once, I saw a coworker of mine dancing, and I was like, Jesse, you're white and you're sober, knock that shit off. And then I was later informed that Jesse was Latino, but I couldn't tell at first, and I said, well, it's still the same lack of rhythm I would expect from a drunken white guy. My point still stands.
When I was younger, in my early teens, I was huge into dancing. I thought that was, before I got into like music and doing audio engineering and all that stuff, I wanted to be a dancer.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's an integral part of music videos too.
Do you enjoy seeing like really good dancers like on America's Got Talent or anything like that?
No,
You never looked up like good dance videos or anything?
Well, no, I like it in music videos, like Don't by Ed Sheeran. Have you seen that one?
I have. I like it.
Yeah, it turned out that guy was found on, or discovered, I think, on America's Got Talent, or maybe it was Britain's Got Talent, but he's like dancing his way through what I think is supposed to be the hood in just jeans and a sleeveless t-shirt, and then by the end of it, he's in like a bespoke suit in a mansion. Yeah.
Dude, so I found this video of hip-hop dance from, I don't know, maybe 2003 or 4.
Oh, yeah, and there is one more music video where the dancing just makes it my personal favorite, Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
The white suit, the anti-gravity lean, and the flinging the quarter across the room, and it goes right in the jukebox.
Sick.
Yeah.
I love people that can dance really well. So I found this video. You tell me what you think of this guy's dancing. Let's do a little review.
from the back. I beat her doonies down.
That dude doesn't look
She said
white.
I fuck her good. I make her coochie.
That dude doesn't look white.
Don't. This guy's dancing is so good to me, dude.
Yeah.
Doom, 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 doom.
I gotta say, it looks like both hip hop and river dance kind of mixed together.
It does look like hip hop river dance.
I mean, maybe I also got that idea from the green imagery behind him, you know.
So what I'm going to do for our next episode is I'm going to take this video, I'm going to rip this off of here, and I'm going to put Riverdance music behind this guy.
Ooh, better. Are you sure we can get away with that?
I could probably make a Riverdance music myself.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm going to do that. That's going to be my project for this week. So anybody that's going to that's tuning in and plan on watching next week, you can watch us on Facebook and YouTube. Every other service that we're on, you're only able to listen. You have to come to Facebook and YouTube to be able to watch the live show. But I will turn that into a Riverdance hip hop video.
It'll either be the best thing ever or an abomination. It could go either way.
I don't know, man. I think your idea was spot on, and I have to do it now. So we're gonna take a quick early break. I have a special guest in for a nice interview, somebody that I've worked with for about a year and a half on other media projects. This is No Outlet Live, brought to you by FlatHousePress.com. Go there, check out the varieties of clothing, party toys, not the naughty kinds. Well, they could be naughty depending on whatever party you're at. You look like you wanted to say something, Anthony.
Yeah, once again, Jeremy's mind is even more in the gutter than mine.
You're the one that brought this up. I keep saying it because you're the one that said that. You're like, what kind of party toys?
Oh, yeah, maybe I did.
Yeah, you started this. You created this monster. But we're also brought to you by Guardian Roadside Solutions. You have a flat tire. You ran out of gas on the road. Maybe there's something going on that is a simple fix. You have a dead battery. Call a Guardian. Get it. They'll get you back on the road. It's 440-833-6000. You see the card right here. Bam. Guardian Roadside Solutions. And we'll be right back after this quick break. We'll be back with Jeff Strich for a nice interview.
Hey, I got off my ass and I got me some money. No niggas hating, they know that I got it. Can't get no peace, boy, I need every dollar. Ain't talking money, I ain't got the time. I go to Mars to take off with the money, yeah. I go to Mars to take off with the money. I go to Mars to take off with the money, yeah. I go to Mars to take off with the money. But I ain't tripping, it be me and Ben. Fuck her twice and I'm a fucking friend. Ayy, Mason Margiela, no Louis. Action them over the Uzi. Damn, babe, why you cocky? Cause I'm flexing, I know niggas watching. Die right in that pussy. I go deep, I might buy Gucci goggles. Look at my wrist, black as hell, but shining bright like a diamond. I need a bitch, I'ma eat it up and beat it up with no condom. I'm trapping low with the dirty. Look at me, baby, I'm perfect. Bring it in and I'ma serve it. I put that dick in the cervix. Look at me now, same nigga growing up with the BDBs. I know she bougie, but why would I trip? I could fuck her so easily. All these hoes ain't used to want me, now they break their neck. My fuck on your bitches for the night, wake up and give a back. I got off my ass and I got me some money. No niggas hating, they know that I got it. Can't get no peace, boy, I need every dollar. Ain't talking can't stop my swag now. Ballin' in the game, Kobe swag out. Moon boots got me walking on the moon now. Michael Jackson on them, boy, I got that thigh out. Young real nigga, you can get it right now. Ain't no faking going on, I see the fake smiles. Came up for nothing, ain't no going down now. All the way up, guess I'm blessed up now. Grinding to the world and living in a life of sin. Young thorough nigga just copped the Audi with the 10. Rollie still shining, call it leave you fucking blinding. That pussy up like I'm trying to touch the sky then. I got off my ass and I got me some money. No niggas hating, they know that I got it. Can't get no peace, boy, I need every dollar. Ain't talking money, I ain't got the time. I go to Mars and take off with the money, yeah. I go to Mars and take off with the money. I go to Mars and take off with the money, yeah. I go to Mars and take off with the money.
COVID-19 is spreading profusely. There are hundreds, even thousands of cases occurring each and every day. Here are some ways you can help stop the spread of this devastating virus. First, avoid sharing food and drink with others, even family members. Wear a mask to protect each other, and cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue. With the holidays being right around the corner, we all want to stay safe so we're able to stop this awful disease so we have a better 2021.
The hottest DJ.
Buddy Addison's here to make sweet, sweet love to your ears whenever the fuck I feel like it. Tune in to CBW and maybe if you're lucky, I'll be on.
Or just invite me over for a good time.
Coming to a theater near you, Michael Jackson has been animated into a lifelike hologram for the concert of the year. His Story, Past, Present, and Future.
Precious diamonds, perfect features. If it's worth it, I'ma proceed it. They see me shining, now they scheming. Turning non-believers into believers. Precious diamonds, perfect features. If it's worth it, I'ma proceed it. They see me shining, and now they scheming. And turning non-believers into believers. Why niggas hating? I'm proceeding. Making moves, all my goals I'm achieving. Can't stop right now. This world I'ma explore. This it for more. All the signs can ignore. Like I've been here before. Was a diamond in the rough. I done been through enough, but I never gave up. Just go hard, then go harder. I got that glow,
just like my father.
Precious diamonds, perfect features. If it's worth it, I'ma proceed it. They see me shining, now they scheming. Turning non-believers into believers. Precious diamonds, perfect features. If it's worth it, I'ma proceed it. They see me shining, and now they scheming. And turning non-believers into believers.
This time can't trade it. They call it clockwork. Y'all scheme quick and it seems slick, but it's awkward. Until my makes precious diamond, you can mix the code in your forward. Got perfect features when you hit the speakers, it's torture. Believe in us that you see in us, the doc ordered. Here we come like the main course, and you're kinda like hors d'oeuvres. More pureness for your pleasure. What's a lump of coal under pressure? For the world, you gotta measure. I'm a network.
Lighter than feathers.
Precious diamonds, perfect features. If it's worth it, I'ma proceed it. They see me shining, now they scheming. Turning non-believers into believers. Precious diamonds, perfect features. If it's worth it, I'ma proceed it. They see me shining, and now they scheming. And turning non-believers into believers. Precious diamonds.
Precious diamonds. Precious diamonds.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone.
No Outlet Live.
So I got my friend in here, my buddy. This is No Outlet Live. Brought to you by FlatHousePress.com and Guardian Roadside Solutions. So I've been working with somebody on the other things. If you see, let me pull it up for you. My on the commercial breaks, I put up the screen. I have Mics and Men on there, CBW Productions. That's where I met this fella, Jeff Strich. So there he is.
We met when you were interning.
Yeah,
came
I
along.
was an intern on the Mics and Men show. And I also was just recently interviewed on the personal podcast that you have on what all platforms is it? Strictly Strich in Time.
Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iTunes. I think I said Spotify, didn't I? I think there's 6.
Sorry, I got a little preoccupied. I think you did say Spotify. You're pretty much anywhere that you find a podcast, you will find Strictly Strich in Time, and that's your last name, Jeff Strich.
That is not my complete last name.
No, it's Strichard.
No, that's what it was. Tim called it. No, it's not my complete last name.
But that's your media name.
Strich, yes.
Okay, so it's like a stage name, like how a lot of actors or musicians, they have a stage name.
Right.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you about when did you get into broadcasting? Because we also went to technically the same media school, didn't we?
Yes, we were. You were, of course, after me.
Yes, I went to Ohio Media School. I think it had a different name when you were
Ohio
going there.
Broadcasting School.
Okay, so when did that all start for you? When did you think you were going to do media?
Well, not after I was born, but going way back, I was the person who listened to the broadcasters, going way back, listened to Joe Tate do the Indians games and the Cavs games, and then I was the person who tape recorded himself doing the games. And
hold on, you used to announce the games on a recorder?
Yeah, I did some other weird shit even when I was older than that.
Oh, that's awesome. I like that.
And then I grew up around music. My dad covered a lot of ground, but I have mentioned before that Harry Chapin, Barbra Streisand, Neil Diamond, grew up with them. And then I enjoyed listening to DJs whenever
Let's back up. You said your dad covered a lot of ground with what? Just introducing you to different media?
Well, introducing me to music, the broad spectrum of music. It's
right, because you love covering like classic rock and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, but it's much more than that. It's I could play on the format free station, like Neil Diamond, Barry Manilow. That's what my dad early on. He would play on the stereo, and yes, stereo or the 8-track player. And I got to know those
8-track.
artists. Yeah. We had 8-track player in our car, dude.
I don't even know if I think my grandmother back in the 90s still had like a big shelf thing. Like, you remember where you used to keep you'd be able to buy a thing for VHS tapes, and it would have all the drawers, and you could categorize all of your VHSs. I think she had one for 8-tracks, and I was so young, I was like, what the hell are these things, and how do you use them? So you were listening to Neil Diamond 8-track and vinyl and all that stuff. I'm mad that I missed vinyl.
Well, it's coming back around again. It was, I mean, growing up with it, everything was like, oh my God, you put this record on. And the funny thing is, I'm shifting gears here. When the vinyl was there, when you went to, DJs, you had to put that on there and play it backwards to know when the song was starting.
DJs are incredible with the level of I don't even know how to word this, their capacity for being able to multitask and stuff like that is insane.
It is that, well, back then or now or anytime?
More back then than now. I mean, these days it's a click of a button.
Right. Yeah, you had to get the carts ready to put in for the commercials. One song, you had 2 turntables back then. Turntable 1, song ended, you'd go into another song that way. The commercials on the carts. And yeah, I did radio like that. That's how old I am.
So you were saying after, you were saying after your father got you into various different good music, then you start getting into radio DJs, and what was it? Was it like morning shows or afternoon shows?
Whatever we were driving somewhere, whatever my dad was listening to, I would listen to the DJ that was on. And then I started listening to certain nuances, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I just started doing that and then when I got older and I said, I'm going to go into communications when I went to school.
That's funny. A lot of radio DJs, because you are also a radio DJ at the moment on CBW Radio. You're the morning guy, and the radio DJ thing it's such a wild thing. Everybody goes to communications to try to work their way into that.
Fell into the situation where his job. I it's been so long since I've seen the movie.
Private Parts. Dude, I just watched that movie a couple of weeks ago, and it relighted the fire in me. Like, I'm about to broadcast like crazy. I need strippers in here now.
When you were giving me, can I swear on here?
Yeah, you can say whatever you. This is restriction free. Okay, we can say whatever the hell we want. You just can't pull out your balls. That's the one thing you can't do.
Oh, I was going to take off my shirt.
Yes, please, like Bert Kreischer.
When I lost my train of thought here. What were we just talking about?
Private Parts.
Oh, but yeah. Well, you were talking about Private Parts on how, and then we were talking about my morning show. We shifted gears. I'm looking like an ass here.
Yeah, sorry. My mind's everywhere. I've been waiting to get you in here for so long.
I know what. I love broadcasting. What I was going to say was, folks, Jeremy's show. He's been talking about it. I've watched it. I've wanted to be on here. Seriously, when you asked me, other things came up, but I love the whole aspect of talking. I could go for hours and hours. I've done marathons on the other station that I was at. I don't care. I know I have a face for radio. My nose is taking up the whole screen. I love the business, but I'm not and I'm going to be honest with you, I am not the technical person like you. You know the end of, I want to say I'm the talent, but I'm not talented. I don't know. I went to the broadcasting school, but I got by with other people helping me. I didn't say that.
I know nothing. I'm really not the guy, man. I love fart jokes. Okay. Yeah. I like I like it when Anthony says things like,
That dude doesn't look white.
I mean, that's pretty much what I'm good for around here is a good laugh.
We had some good conversations on.
Yeah, so if you look up Mics and Men on Spotify, you'll be able to find all kinds of content where me, Jeff, and the guy that I did the blind taste test food challenge with, Sean, we all kind of combine and we just have a good time saying all kinds of funny stuff and bringing up wild stuff. That show is fairly similar to this. I like to cover a lot of news here, but I also like to find really great videos. That's one thing that I wanted to bring to you is I want your opinion on this. So,
is that the guy dancing again?
Yeah, so check this guy out. He's pouring water on himself. Look at him.
That dude doesn't look white.
No, he doesn't.
Don't! Look at that dance.
Anthony's description was great.
Yeah, so he said it was he said we got some hip hop river dance going on over here.
That's about as accurate as you can get. I was dying.
You're right. He really did cover that one super well. So
what else you want to discuss here?
Hold on, I wanted to. Here, let me go back. Let me ask you about. So me and you have been in discussions, and you said that you wanted to do a documentary about me on your podcast, Strictly Strich in Time. We had I joined you for about 3 episodes, I think, and we were talking a lot about. I sent Jeff Strich my book. I've been writing a book. I'm about 5 chapters in. About it's a memoir of my life, and he's heard a lot of wacky stories of my upbringing and stuff.
Colorful.
What really made you think to yourself, I want to do I want to put together a team and do a documentary on this guy?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say this on the air. I have the team set, ready to go. We have to work out some of the logistics, which I know we will talk about that tonight off the show. But when we were doing Mics and Men and when you were on my show, and some of the stories that you were telling, you are, and I just used the word colorful, and I'm going to use it again.
That dude doesn't look white.
You are a unique individual, and the life you've lived, I don't know how old you are. You've lived
31.
You've lived more of a life, the stuff you've done, than I have in my 56 years of existence. I'm almost double. And I thought, this is a guy who has done a lot of things, who is building a brand, but because of what you've told me about your family life and some of the stuff.
All the fun stuff that I've brought up.
I'm like, this is worth doing a documentary on. I mean, to do a documentary on somebody famous, which we both agreed that we love documentaries.
I'm a fanatic. I was just watching one before you guys showed up for the show.
On what?
There's this on Netflix. There's this docu series called Rotten, and it's about all of the. It's about exports and imports on items and things that we consume daily that we don't know how far it goes into a dark world. Like I learned a hot item for the cartel is avocado today.
So, you watched a lot of documentaries.
Dude, I watched all of them, man. I can't get enough.
That is, you're like, hey, what documentary? Oh, I watched the cartel and how they affect
avocados of everything, dude. So what happened was
toilet paper.
There was these different cartels in Mexico that are actually the story on there. You gotta jump on Netflix and watch Rotten. Hopefully you guys could Netflix can hit me up for my documentary or something. I'm shouting out your stuff. So the cartels they handled drugs. But in the 60s and 70s, California started blowing up on avocado production. Farmers were growing that. They found out it was a hot item because at the time, that's when like jazzercise and everything in the 80s. You know about the 80s and the 70s. So everybody wanted a food that was a superfood. That was like the birth of superfoods that would keep you healthy. And they were doing commercials with hot ass chicks laying on their side, and they were like, I stay healthy by eating avocados. And they're like super hot and eating avocados. So everybody wanted to be the hot chick on the commercial. It blew up, but avocado is from Mexico. So once Mexico was like, oh, this is becoming like a hot item, people are buying this, they started growing their own farms everywhere because you could grow them year round in Mexico. And then the cartels are like, I want that money because they're making billions on avocado. So the cartel got involved and started ravaging every avocado farm. I mean, it's the first episode on that docuseries, and it blew my mind.
This is on Netflix?
Yeah, and it's about how cartels are very in cahoots with avocado.
Yeah, the stuff you pick, the documentaries.
Yeah, so that's just a little bit about my my taste in TV and stuff. But like in the book that I sent you, I haven't talked about too many of my life stories on this show, so I'll give them one from the book. I remember when I was younger, I woke up one day and I was in a really bad mood. I just remember waking up and I'm like, man, my life is going nowhere. I'm getting older. I need to become an adult. And I didn't really know what to do because I was pretty broke and like technically living on the streets. So I went walking up this busy road in Toledo by where I grew up, and something guided me to this like church. I went up to the church and I tried to walk in. It was like a Saturday or something, and the doors were locked, and they got like the big like cathedral doors. And I went to walk in, and it was chained and locked. And I'm like, oh well, like what am I gonna do? And on the side of this building, there was like a sheltered in area next to the church, and I think it was set up right outside the bus stop so that people waiting for the bus could go in there in the winter. This is the middle of summer. It was like a really nice morning, and there was this lady in there sitting there, and she was drunk as fuck, dude, like so wasted, and I could tell, and she started puking everywhere. So I'm like the only person there. I stopped and I'm like, hey, do you need like help? Are you okay? And this lady, she looks up at me and she's starting to think, she's like, no, I don't need your help, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you sure? Because you look like you're in a bad position. And me and this lady talked for a couple of hours, just about anything. I was like, whatever, I'll just hang out with you until you catch the bus. And she was a crackhead. It was like 10 in the morning, and she had a McDonald's cup, a large one, with filled with Steel Reserve. And she started telling me about her family, and she lost her kid through a divorce and all this other stuff. And she was like, I started doing drugs, this and that. And I started giving her life coaching when I was in the dumps myself. And this lady looked at me. She was like, I had to be like 19 maybe at the time. She said, you know, you seem like you have the mind state of like a 45-year-old. And she was like, I will never forget this conversation. I was like, whatever. Like, I held her hair while she was puking like 311 or whatever the hell, Steel Reserve. She's puking Steel Reserve all over a church. And I'm holding this crackhead's hair up and talking to her about how she needs to get her life together while I'm like pretty much a bum. That's in the book.
You know you're close to somebody when you hold their hair when they're puking.
Yeah, especially the stranger crackhead.
And you just met her. That was funny you were describing. You said, oh, I'll sit here and hang out with you and talk while you wait for the bus. Isn't that the premise of Forrest Gump? Doesn't he sit at the bus?
Holy crap, dude.
And talk about
I might be like a Forrest Gump-esque person.
Because he spoke with, how many people did he talk with?
He just sat at the bus and talked to like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, the coming and going, the one Caucasian, and then the African American woman who never said anything. The one
that
guy
dude doesn't look white.
The one guy who said, I've been sitting next to a celebrity.
Yeah, that's wild. I wonder if that lady thinks about that to this day, if she's still alive. She probably didn't live through the corona thing being a crackhead. But who knows? Maybe crackheads are like immune to corona.
Somebody's doing a study on that. I don't know, somewhere.
Like, what would you do if that was the cure to coronavirus? You had to smoke some crack.
There'd be a lot of happy people. A lot of happy people living and breathing.
Did a lot of robberies. So, going back into your show, you do mornings 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday on CBW Radio. You can find that station through the app Live 365. Explain your show a little bit.
Well, the music is format free. I bounce around from one decade. I try not to play like 90s, 90s, and 90s. So I'll go this century, 70s, 90s, 80s.
That's the way I listen to music.
Going back and forth to stations?
Well, going back and forth through like genres and the time period.
That's right. You're listening to that on one station. That's what I'm doing. I entertain. I talk about my life as I do in my podcast. You know that by definition I am an idiot. So there's a lot of stupid stuff that happened to me. And then I did some current events, some celebrity birthdays. There's always something that happens that keeps the show. Well, it's never the same show. That's the best part. It's never the same day. I'm never.
It really is. I mean, you got a request line. You guys cover a lot of different music too. I love it when you could go from hip hop to rock to classic rock to going into like punk and metal and all that stuff. It's so cool to be able to tune into, because I like listening to radio myself. I'm a radio guy. I'm a radio head, if you will. And
lowercase r.
or R-worded. I could be one thing or another. Shout out to the mommies.
We have so many people who request songs. I remember this one day I had Dick Hertz was requesting songs. You do know the story, though. He was getting them. Tim was getting them on the other email. He's like, "Are you getting these requests?" And I'm like, "No." There's like 10 requests coming in on not on the request on the station email, not on the request email, which I'm seeing. So he shows me these emails, and the names are Dick Hertz,
Mike Hunt.
I'm going, what? It took us a while to figure it out. Then I'm like, wait a minute.
So on your the one morning, I was at my day job, and I was listening to your morning show, and I was like, well, let me make some requests, and I sent you about 15 emails, and all of them had different names of some of the most ridiculous stuff that I was just searching stuff on the internet to find you as a name, and we started having back and forths. me and the station owner, Tim, shout out Tim from CBW. He's the owner of the station, and he does a lot of work for it. I love what he's built. The back and forths were so good because you guys were like, "Oh, I don't think we had that song, but we're definitely going to find it and put it on." I was like, well, why don't you put on this song then? I have full-blown conversations as Mike Hunt and all kinds of stuff.
It was 20 minutes later the next day. I go, wait a minute. Look at these fake names. Look at the times. It's like 6:15 a.m. I said, this has got to be Jay Remy.
Yeah, I'm going to have to find them emails and then pull them up on this show to show you guys the names. Because some of them were very creative. That was so long ago, I can't remember them.
Oh, well, the best part of the station, too, I must stress this is, I know this is the shameless plug, is that format free, we are also uncensored and explicit, free speech, First Amendment. So, shit, fuck, damn, we have, Thursday, so happy it's Thursday.
Yeah, now I noticed
Hashtag
that
shit.
I noticed that you do a lot of your days. You'll have a theme for certain days.
Theme Thursday. There's a topic or an idea that sometimes I come up with it, sometimes the research department does. And all the songs coincide with that by the title, the group name, the artist's name, or something within the song.
Yeah, like one of the last times I was listening, you had what was it? Party Thursday or something, and everything had to pertain to being at a party. I thought that was really fun. It was a good way to have like that theme of party music were songs that actually mention parties or things like that. That was so cool to be able to hear all the music that you brought up. That was like, they were party songs and they were about parties.
We do all kinds of different stuff. Like I said, some people are always like, oh, I can't believe you're doing that. But geography, we do numbers, we do dates, time. Those are separate themes. Each of those are separate themes.
Yeah, it's always fun to have a little theme going. So I think with that being said, I'm going to go to another break. I appreciate you a lot, Jeff, for coming in and shouting out your stuff. Do you want to give yourself any more shameless plugs? Go ahead and tell us where to find you, because you are a very entertaining guy.
Well, as Jeremy mentioned, 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. I always say 12 noon, but 12 p.m. is a good way to say it.
I know the right words to tell you. Come on. You know.
Hey, I learned from people. I 6 a.m. to 12 noon on CBW Radio, Live 365 app. You just punch in CBW Radio. It's right there. Strictly Strich in Time is my podcast, which you could find on CBW Production Company and CBWProductionCompany.com. Jeremy's been on. There's 3 episodes that I was listening to. They're absolutely hilarious. I have guests on. It's just me talking about stupid stuff, falling off my bike, which I can't believe you didn't bring that up and play the parody.
Do you want me to? Because I will.
Hey, if it's going to help your station, I had it's just over a year anniversary where I was in a bicycle, not motorcycle. Bike.
Oh God, I love this story. Go ahead. We do have time. I don't have to break right now.
I know Anthony's wants to come back on. I do some weird crap, and I enjoy working out during the day. But I was
total fitness junkie. This guy.
I'm not fit the way I want to be.
Just a straight fitness junkie. Like, he's addicted to it. He wakes up, he cracks like 3 eggs like Rocky, and he puts them in a cup and just drinks them straight. And sometimes when he cracks the egg, a whole chicken comes out, and he just drinks it.
I started doing stuff where a lot of walking. I've done so much running in my life with sports and just jogging. So I do a little walk running, and I thought, you know what? There's a bike in my garage.
Hey, biking is a very good exercise, man.
And it was, and it is. And I started doing this. I don't like to bike with all the traffic. So I was walking and biking at like 11:30 at night because I get up very early for my show. And at this point, I wasn't working.
Yeah, perfect time. Like right at midnight, that's when you bust out the bike. And did you have a reflective vest or anything?
No, I had already walked for an hour and a half. That was the point. And I got on my bike and I thought,
you're like, let me wear all this black clothing and go on a ride on my bike in
the
middle of the night.
Nothing. So at this route I had gone through before, there was a car coming. I was on the street. I like to ride with no traffic. And I went off onto the sidewalk. Well, unbeknownst to me, because it was not marked that it was actually the home was being built, but the sidewalk had a huge hole in it. And the last thing I remember is the bike no longer moving, me going face first into the ground. You should pull up a picture when you meet. I sent you the picture, didn't I? I could send you one right now.
Yeah, if you, send it to if you email it or not email. If you jump on Facebook and that's who NoOutletLive, I could pull it up right now.
I'm not on Facebook anymore.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right,
can I just send it to you?
Yeah, text it to me and I'll pull it up. So you This guy
gotta find
goes
this.
on a bike ride at midnight, wearing all black, so nobody can really even see you. I mean, if they do, they're like,
That dude doesn't look white.
and they're like, what the hell is this guy racing from at midnight on a bicycle for through the suburbs? Because at one point, I know where you live now, and I've been stalking you for months.
You keep calling me, telling me to move my furniture.
So I
gotta find this. Hold on.
he lives in like a very nice suburban area on the west side of Cleveland, and I could just imagine that. I don't know. I know this area. We have a lot of bicyclers, but they wear like the stupid reflective vests, and they look like they're about to do road work, but they're always in the middle of the fucking road. So when I'm trying to drive my ass home or to work, these guys are right in my way, holding up traffic, doing 2 miles an hour, and it pisses me off, quite frankly. I mean, I can't stand people like you riding at all times of the day or night. You're just riding your bike, moseying around. But this guy just face plants. I mean, I come in for the show, and your face is obliterated. And I asked you if... I asked you...
You're going to have to put it up later on. I can't find it.
I'll pull that up, but I will show these people the song that I made about your incident. I asked you, I'm like, hey, did you get into a bar fight or something last night? Like, what do you do on your free time, dude? And you're like, no, I was just riding my bike and went through a construction site.
It was just the sidewalk, but you could play the parody because
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
Let me.
It wasn't. The injuries weren't funny. I'm gonna have to find you. You have the picture. You probably don't have it anymore, but
I would have to look it up.
I healed quickly.
So this is the song that I made about
While you play that song, I'm gonna
his incident.
keep seeing if I can find this. This is hilarious.
I can't ride my bike through construction sites. Construction sites. Construction sites. I can't ride my bike through construction sites. Construction sites. Construction sites. I'm too teased, shuffling coconuts when I speak live. On the air, I talk on my hands and no one sees. My balls had tags, not no more in the 70s. All my pants are leather. I can pick apart the show. I can almost put one together. I tie knot with a lot of men. My feet look like immoral sins. Control my turds to be the largest. I'm a proud vegetarian. I wear panties but don't have puss. Love women with a lot of bush. I want style to set my tush. Grab my reader so I can see this book. No more butt stuff on this fucking show. On this fucking show. On this fucking show. I need some help with using my new cellular phone. New cellular phone. New cellular phone. I'm too teased, I can survive off only cheese and fries. Like a small girl, but only Sean sits when he pees. I can make money on OnlyFans, I can make mayo if you spread your cheeks. All I need is a bicycle, 94s on the last ball gasoline. I took some probiotics, my house looks like a granny's cottage. Fitness is what gives me stitches, my face makes you close your eyes shut. Rubber dildos in my pooper, bring the strap on, don't forget the luber. My G-string will claim a victim, see your doctor, don't ignore the symptoms. When I pee, all I see is bloody foam. Is bloody foam, is bloody foam. And I will like it if you split my ass in two. My ass in two, my ass in two. Tease. Mics and Men, Season 2, bitches. I know it's been a while. Confused to J. Remy, intern. Or J. Remy, the confused intern. Whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, CBW. I can't ride my bike through construction sites. Through construction sites. Through construction sites. No, I can't ride my bike through construction sites. Through construction sites. Through construction sites. Yeah. Yeah, so that was a really fun song to make. There's a lot of hidden inside jokes that I intertwined into a lot of the parodies that I made for Mics and Men. And if you listen to that show on Spotify and you go through, you're gonna realize how many things from different episodes tie into that one project. Where, you know, I love you, Jeff, and some of the stuff that we talked about, I just couldn't help myself but to make an amazing parody about it.
I'm not just saying this, folks, because it's his show. The parodies, you have to check them out. They're absolutely hysterical. Well, that one I cried on, but what was the one that the style one? Was that the one?
The one about styles? Oh, man.
If you played that right now, I would cry. I know you have to get Anthony back up here.
Yeah, I actually do. I have to go to a break. I really appreciate you coming in for the interview.
Thanks for having me. Love being on here anytime. And I'd just like to say, my radio show, my podcast, Jeremy rocks, and hopefully you'll have me back.
I definitely will have you back for sure. But this is No Outlet Live. We'll be right back. After this quick, maybe not so quick. Give me 1 second.
I can't ride my bike through construction sites. No more butt stuff on this fucking show. On this fucking show.
Oh, man.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we are.
All right.
I am
the
so...
fact that... Folks, there was a skin tag commercial, little blurb I was trying to forward to you and Sean. Skin tags are my middle name. Actually, it's Paul, but I had skin tags all over my balls, different parts. I still do. I get them because your shirts, my seatbelt. I had one right here because my seatbelt was here. I know I got them on my balls, probably because my underwear. But I free ball the majority of the time, so
that's why it is because you're free balling. I'm free balling.
We get too bad we can't keep doing the show right now because we're rolling.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Anthony's got to come up here and go.
We'll warn you right now, things may get a little fucked up and crazy.
What's even worse is I had a kid come in, and I was shitting in the urinal, and he came in, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
But if that's something you're into, then Mikes and Men is the show for you. The boys are going to cover it all without holding back. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry, and you could learn a thing or two. It's Mikes and Men, only on CBW.
New kids, old heads, new whips, old drugs, new bitch, old tricks, new kicks, old habit, new crib, old me, new me, do you? Hey, one thing, I don't ever pray for it. Secondly, I work every day for it, proudly. They will never pay you forward on me like a bagel with the chips, ayy. Same love, same drink, same spliff, ayy. Same house, same day, same chick, ayy. Same thing, same time, a new shit, new car, new house, new me, new fit. Old time, I got a brand new clip and a brand new 9 that can braze you quick. Fucking this game like a brand new dick, like ice to a wet surface, South stick. Line them up, wrap it up, take your pick. Never switch on the team or considering snitch. Eyes on me and I ain't never stream Twitch. Your boy got the flow like a river stream is. Extremist, the meanest, I mean it, I beat it. Mike Jackson, the beat is defeated. I cleaned it and deemed it neutral. The old me is dead, so welcome to the new show. Ay, new kids, old heads, new whips, old drugs, new bitch, old tricks, new kicks, old habit, new crib, old me, new me, do you? Ay.
It's that time of year again. The snow is getting ready to fall, and you're going to need a plowman to get you through the winter. Call Gifted Hands Landscaping. They handle all your lawn and snow care needs. Services include gutter cleaning, snow removal, leaf pickup, weed pickup, and more. Call Tate at 216-925-8473 to receive a free quote. Don't wait until the last minute. This is Cleveland, and snow is coming whether we like it or not. Again, that number is 216-925-8473. Gifted Hands Landscaping.
Are you looking to lose the freshman 15 or the quarantine 20? LA Fitness in Cuyahoga Falls might be just the place for you. With weights, swimming pools, basketball, racquetball, cycling, Zumba, and yoga. Work out with your friends or under the supervision of one of their many qualified trainers. Affordable rates available. Student discounts included. LA Fitness in Cuyahoga Falls in the Porter's Crossing development. Call 930-922-622-4111. Don't wait. Start your fitness journey now.
The Education of Jazz, with your host, Hakeem H., bringing you the absolute best for your listening pleasure in America's only true art form of music. I'll be playing your favorites each day, everything from Duke, Coltrane, Julian Cannonball Adderley, to George Duke, Bob James, Kenny G, and so many more. We'll have guest artists to interview, locally and national artists, and even a live call-in from you, the audience. Tune in daily from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. to unwind your day for The Education of Jazz.
The title of the message this morning is that everyone has problems. Today we're going to begin a series of sermons about problems, talking with unbelievers and people out in the world, in the community and things. People have a problem with evil in the world.
I've been going through some things like everybody else. I done took a lot of L's like nobody else. I done made a lot of change with nobody's help. That's how you speak about my name like nobody else. Vision that while you relax, feeling that in your soul. I've been to hell and back to some else. In fact, everything that glitters ain't gold. I've lost it all, had to get on track when I kept my ass on that road. Start heating up, they repeat the story I told until I got grown. You run your own, child, feel it grew old. Now please do not hold out, say what you feel. Feel it so cold, heard the white gold. Now with the rum tone, now keeping it real. Put on my phone, I'ma just zone out a minute as I go out to get the deal. That's why I don't chill by my goddamn self. Without a dozen drinks to kill a sleep. I've been going through some things like everybody else. I done took a lot of L's like nobody else. I done made a lot of change with nobody's help. That's how you speak about my name like nobody else. I've been going through some things like everybody else. I done took a lot of L's like nobody else. I done made a lot of change with nobody's help. That's how you speak about my name like nobody else. There's nobody like me. And 18 wasn't likely. So go ahead and set the stage. The same shit a different day. The same shit a different day. There's nobody like me. And 18 wasn't likely. So go ahead and set the stage. The same shit a different day. The same shit a different day. Ay. I've been going through some things like everybody else. I done took a lot of L's like nobody else. I done made a lot of change with nobody's help. That's how you speak about my name like nobody else.
And the thing is that God takes even evil things and bad things that happen to us, and He brings a good result out of it.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone.
No Outlet Live.
We are back. I just got done with my interview with Jeff Strich. I know you were downstairs in my lobby, which is the living room. How did you feel about the interview with Jeff Strich?
It was amusing.
It was very amusing. Very amusing. My co-host, Anthony Miano, has sent me in some pretty good news stories. So let's just really dive right into the news, because this is a show that we cover news.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes, we shoulder the massive task of ensuring you stay aware of the quirkiest, weirdest, or news that there is. Yes, we improve your life by making sure you're aware of things like the possibility of a lesbian Die Hard remake.
Oh, man. So that's referring back to episode, what is that, like 5 or something?
I mean, you could call that like our prequel days, the way the Simpsons have those shorts from the Tracy Ullman show. That's when...
Doe!
Yes, Doe. Yeah, that was back when we were broadcasting from North Coast Underground at the Ohio Media School.
You know, I really did love their studio setup. I'm currently in the process of figuring out how to rebuild my studio. We're still in the building phases.
Yes, but it's going to be a very nice building when we get it built.
I'm ready to make a nice scenery, and NoOutletLive is going to look epic within the next 6 months.
Yes, and especially with this green screen there, we will create the illusion that we are broadcasting from all kinds of places.
Well, that actually might be your setup. I think I'm going to use the green screen to put you in the top secret thing, but that's to come.
Yes, it is. Sorry. We were trying not to sound evil. Got it. I'll keep it.
We are
under
evil.
wraps.
So let me pull up my screen here. This company sells you jeans. This is by cnet.com. This company sells jeans designed to make it look like you wet yourself. Wet look, dry feel. Wet pants, denim promises. Yes, the look will cost you. So
and
here,
that's just referring to your self-respect.
You see this picture of this pair of jeans where it looks like somebody just pissed all over themselves, and that's the new craze now. Now, what I gotta ask you: would you wear this pair of jeans with the piss spot?
No.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Why does this exist?
Because of Billy Madison. In the movie Billy Madison, he said, "You ain't cool unless you pee your pants."
Well, that was a brave, selfless act to help his child friend save face. That I get, but think of the process that had to happen to get this to market. Someone had to think up the idea. They had to have sketches. They had to get they had to go through whatever process of having it approved for production. They had to send the schematics to wherever it's made, and they had to coordinate shipping and receiving and setting.
But do you know what starts all of that?
What would that be?
It would be a demand. There has to be a demand for you to go all out with the process of making piss-stained jeans.
Okay,
Which means a lot of people want to have some piss-stained jeans. You could do it naturally, but that's not the cool thing. You got to buy the piss-stained jeans.
Okay, in the unlikely event if any of our listeners are among the people that created this demand, we want to hear from you. I want to hear from you out of sheer morbid curiosity. What makes you want this product? Help me understand it.
Well, hold on. Let me briefly step aside real quick. This is No Outlet Live. You could look us up in your Google search bar. Just put No Outlet Live in one word. And you can also find us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and Stitcher, YouTube, and Facebook. If you look us up anywhere there, you'll be able to find the show. You can watch it or listen. But I'm thinking that we could start a merch line. And how many people would buy a pair of jeans where the piss stain was actually made from Anthony Miano himself?
Okay, I'll make this product.
If there's a demand, will you do it?
Oh, there would be a demand, as in I would demand a lot of money before I would agree to this.
Now, what if we just, this is to build the show and build the our studio. So let's say that you get 50% of every purchase. Would you make piss stained jeans specifically for the show naturally? And our fans, not just the show, the fans of our show.
The idea that anyone would love us that much is scary and enticing and uplifting, all rolled into one. Dough! Yes, Homer, dough.
Yeah, so wet look, dry feel. The company promises our jeans are designed to mimic the aesthetic of urinary incontinence without the commonly associated discomfort. So you could look like you pissed yourself, but you don't feel like it because, piss can kind of burn if it sits there for too long. It's a very acidic liquid.
This might be... I know they didn't have the elderly demographic in mind for this one, but maybe they should have.
Yeah, the elderly aren't into new hip stuff, though. I mean, it's the kids and the cool people, like all the awesome guys that are trying to have that real I just pissed myself look. That's who's looking for. That's the demographic.
It's funny. Pissed I understand, is British slang for being drunk. so maybe that has something to do with it.
Piss is for drunk? Pissy drunk.
Yeah, something like that. Or when something surprises them, they'll just be like, oh, well, that just takes the piss.
Oh, wow. So I never thought of it that way. What if it's like a thing about if you are angry, you say you're pissed. So maybe they're just showing like, I'm a very violent, angry person. You see I'm pissed.
Yep.
Like, look at the jeans, buddy.
Like the British soccer hooligans in Eurotrip. Have you ever seen that movie?
Eurotrip?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
Yeah, so it's basically like four teenagers from Ohio take a road trip through Europe the summer right after they graduated from high school. And, well, one of them had been corresponding online with a German girl named Mika, who turns out to be smoking hot. But anyway, one of them had been corresponding online with a German girl named Mika, who turns out to be smoking hot, as most girls do in movies. And
They really do.
But he mistakes Mika for the name Mike and thinks some older man is hitting on him. He tells her off. Then his little brother's like, no, that was Mika. That was a woman, not a man. So he and his ne'er-do-well best friend and a couple of their friends end up in Europe, and they find Mika and they get together at the end. It's all happy, but yeah, they run into this group of British soccer hooligans in
that
England.
piss on themselves all the time.
No, well, they're at a completely different level of swearing. They're all, and it ends with them confronting the Swiss guard at the Vatican. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sick of you fucking ITs!" And the guard's like, "But I am Swiss. Them too!"
Yeah, fuck the Swiss. And you know who else they could go fuck themselves?
I hope there's a special spot in hell for Vince McMahon.
That's who else can go fuck themselves.
I'm sorry, is there anything I've said on the air you don't have ready for a soundbite? Sound effect?
I want to build a campaign, fuck Vince McMahon. And I think you are the leader of this campaign.
I hope there's a special spot in hell for Vince McMahon. Don't! Yeah, I hope that soundbite doesn't get us in trouble in the future.
I hope it does. Bad publicity is good publicity.
They say there's no such thing as bad publicity, which is why, every time people campaign against something, like this whole cancel culture thing, with especially the Dave Chappelle special, I'm like, okay, people, I get why you're upset, but campaigning against these things just brings them more publicity.
Dude, my girlfriend is so angry about the pushback about that Netflix series because he sticks up for women so strongly in that, and she's about that. I mean, I would too if I was a woman. And all these trans and LGBTQ, they're all like going in uproar about his special when he did that to stick up for women and LGBTQ communities.
Yeah, and I can see why everyone who is upset about this is upset. I'm not saying they're wrong, but has it not occurred to them that they're just pouring gas on the fire and that trying to suppress this or whatever it is, trying to get whatever it is they're trying to get out of this, it is not helping anything?
Yeah, it's a ridiculous argument because actually, if you have you watched the special?
I have not. I don't like stand-up comedy much in general.
Well,
anyway.
If you watch Dave Chappelle, he really comes at you with, he'll hit you with comedy, and then he comes to you with like philosophy, and he's really strong about it. The way he explains his view on the world, and it's very realistic. I mean, it is a teaching moment to watch Dave Chappelle, and when you watch the entire thing at the end, he shows you that he's got human written on his arm, and he goes about this whole thing about how he isn't prejudiced against anyone because we're all humans, and he stands up for humanity itself. He'll make fun of you no matter who you are. He makes fun of everyone and everybody. But he does believe that if you're a human, you deserve a level of respect as long as you give respect. and people that are not giving respect right now are the ones that are trying to cancel everything.
Yeah.
So that's really what the whole basis of that was.
Mean, just remember have you heard of something called the Streisand effect?
No, is this like a conspiracy or something?
Well, no, this is not a conspiracy because it's thoroughly documented to have happened. So there was something like Google Earth that had a picture of her very spacious, very deluxe beachside mansion house, and she sent her lawyer to try to have it taken down, and that resulted in it getting far more publicity than it otherwise would have. And
Right, because if you're acting a certain way, people are attracted to bad things.
Or a even lesser known example, are you familiar with the 1994 Fantastic Four movie?
No.
Okay, so long story short, the studio that owned the film rights to the Fantastic Four characters had to make a movie with them to maintain the rights. Now, the contract just said basically a movie. So they hired a cast and crew. They hired Roger Corman, one of the best B-movie, low-budget movie directors there was, and they made this movie, and they did not tell the cast and crew that it wasn't intended for release in theaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then, like, the one guy in charge bought up every copy he could find, and, to my knowledge, destroyed as many of them as possible, but some of them survived because there's, like, bootlegs circulating on the internet, and as Cinematic Excrement, that's a YouTube channel I watch, put it, if they had just released this movie into theaters, it probably would have flopped, but it would have come and gone and been quickly forgotten. But now
it survives because they tried to hide it.
Exactly. So my point is, yeah, campaigning for people like Dave Chappelle to be canceled is really it's pointless.
Extending his longevity. It's
a pointless exercise in futility.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about puking? Do you like puking?
Well, as Strich would say, better out than in.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you need to puke, don't hold it back. Just get to the nearest toilet or trash can and get it over with.
So I found this pretty sweet video of
I was wondering what the hell we were segueing into with that one.
Yeah, we're gonna go into puking. So I found this video of people that are on camera. So we went to broadcasting school and we worked with people that do news, and a lot of this has to do with big live shows where people are just puking their faces off. Let's see how you react to some of this.
Ja, hallå?
Ja, hallå?
Hej, vet du?
Niklas?
Hej Niklas, vad har du för svar till mig?
Tölp.
She pukes so like spontaneous puke.
Okej, jag säger bara så här. Jag måste bara tala om en sak nu.
Sorry, I just puked everywhere.
Mensvärk måste jag bara tala
She
om för
said
dig.
menstruation.
He said
both of us went
she
to
said it was
school
painful
at
menstruation.
NU in Columbia, and we're touring the country with our festival right now.
And one of the pictures that I know Ryan was involved in was the Joe Amrine piece that got a lot of, publicity.
I'm sorry.
You see him trying to hold it back for a second. At that
You're
point,
to watch this bit of an interview that we had with Powderfinger, okay?
Okay.
And then you've got to tell me what band he's talking about, all right?
All right.
Okay, go, have a look at this.
We played with Pantera when we were really little. Oh, not little, when we just started in 1994.
Who's going to say?
Oh! 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 Are you there?
like I gotta tell you, it looks like the sound of puking really bothers you.
No, it's more like like I said at the start of the show. You know, half the time the stuff you bring up on air is as much of a surprise to me as it is for our audience. So I'm like, it's more like oh crap, I feel bad for that guy. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, puking, it sucks, but it feels good after you do it for some reason. Like you get them hot sweats in your, it's weird. It puts you right to sleep.
Yeah, just whatever caused it is gone, and it's relief.
So let's check out some more puke.
He's not kidding, folks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ja, da er jeg spent, reporter. Hvordan går det med Tertnes?
Ja, Tertnes er fortsatt veldig sliten, ser det ut som. Eller hvordan er formen, Tertnes? Du ser veldig sliten ut. Kan du fortelle oss noe om taktikken for å komme tilbake i neste omgang?
Why stand there and keep going?
Nei, det er ikke så veldig mye vettugt å få ut av henne akkurat nå, men stjernespilleren, jeg lurer på, kommer du til å starte neste omgang?
We have no idea what they're saying.
Oh, she puked on him! I didn't even watch this video that far.
Jeg tror vi setter tilbake til studio, kan vi?
He's like, this bitch just puked on me.
No, he did a...
That's exactly right. What we've done is we've taken...
He did a pretty good job of holding back. You could see it on his face. He was upset, but he couldn't be like, what the fuck? This is a $300 t-shirt, you bitch.
Yeah.
No, again, because they're in what we think, what I can only tell is one of the Nordic languages, like Swedish, Danish, Norwegian, that we have no idea what they were saying, but you could see it on his face. And
I felt like it was Russian.
No, that was not Russian. Because
No?
Did you see the text on the screen during that video?
Let's go back.
Yeah, so you see where it says Nyheter?
Yeah.
Those would not, the letters for the Russian alphabet aren't even recognizable to us as
you're
N
right.
and Y.
You're right. So, oh wow. All
Yeah.
right, let's see what Eric Jules what Eric Jules got going on.
Well, that's exactly right. What we've done is we've taken the 360, we've added a DSP, and then we've...
No!
I'm wondering
Bradley is filing for divorce.
I'm wondering if maybe they were doing some shady business practices and maybe that was his conscience.
Dude, this sounds so violent.
Well, that's exactly right. What we've done is we've taken the 360, we've added a DSP, and then we've...
That was like a surprise to him, too.
That's not real. That looks fake. It looks like the vomit was CGI or something.
A DSP, and then we...
Did you notice how straight-faced he was talking about whatever product that was?
Yeah.
Like, we've taken the 360 and put in the DSP and... Like,
that was odd.
I think that one might have been staged.
Filing for divorce. He's reconciled with his ex-wife, Gigi Bassani, former Miss Arkansas and the star of the hit reality show Castaway. A representative from the couple confirms the report. Darby, do you have a comment regarding your impending divorce?
Dude, all right. Up until she started grabbing her face, it looked like he was about to puke. Are they talking about some... They're like between some ferns over here. Like...
I think that's a talk show set.
But, hold on. This guy, he looks like he's gonna puke.
Her husband, publicist Will Bradley, is filing for divorce. He's reconciled with his ex-wife, Gigi Bassani, former Miss Arkansas and the star of the hit reality show Castaway. A representative from the couple confirms the report. Darby, do you have a comment regarding your impending divorce? Darby? Darby?
Oh, right in the plants.
Oh.
That's a good move on her part. Oh, she fell
We'll be
to
right
the
back.
ground, too.
We're scolded that we are not old enough. It is as if we need permission to ask our friends not to die. Lawmakers and politicians will scream guns are not the issue, but can't look me in the eye.
That's right, sister. You puke about this stuff, baby. That's one of them pure, like, nervous puke. That's when you got too much to deal with, and she wasn't prepared for standing in front of these thousands or hundreds of.
And she might have been a survivor of a school shooting too. We don't know. I mean, it's a march for our lives, and just from context, it sounds like she's campaigning for gun control.
Well, but she was publicly speaking. I think that's what made her puke.
Maybe.
I feel like this chick advocates whatever she's advocating a lot. But when it came to being in front of hundreds of people, it made her puke.
I just threw up on international television, and it feels great.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was she's a good liar.
She owned it.
Maakuntia, itsehallintoalueita.
Tarkoittaa, olisiko Suomi niin kuin provinssi vai olisiko täällä sitten useampia provinsseja sisällä?
Suomi ei ole provinssi, vaan tämänhetkiset
Okay, those are like twin siblings because they look almost identical.
Aluehallintokeskukset on niin
Oh man, that's a really good point. They do look like they're relatives.
Like twin brother and twin sister.
Dude, the puke twin.
I just threw up on international television, and it feels great.
Own it, girl.
Tai jopa itsenäisyyteen.
Mitä ne provinssit tässä tapauksessa on?
Maakuntia, itsehallintoalueita.
Tarkoittaa, olisiko Suomi niin kuin provinssi vai olisiko täällä sitten useampia provinsseja sisällä?
Suomi ei ole provinssi, vaan tämänhetkiset aluehallintokeskukset on niin sanottuja provinsseja.
Eli ikään kuin maakunnille.
He like lip smacked back here.
Yeah, okay, looks like he's struggling to hold it back.
Provinssi vai olisiko täällä sitten
you
useampia?
Okay, yeah, the woman seems to be doing just fine in this one.
Tarkoittaa, olisiko Suomi niin kuin provinssi vai olisiko täällä sitten useampia provinsseja
Okay, that's because
Suomi ei ole provinssi, vaan tämänhetkiset aluehallintokeskukset on niin sanottuja provinsseja.
Eli ikään kuin maakunnille lisää valtaa eri puolilla Eurooppaa.
Kyllä.
Ja kansanäänestyksen lisää.
Mikäli maakuntien sukka niin haluaa.
Oh my god.
That guy looks like he is fighting hard to hold.
Take a look at some welcome video for parts of Denver, Colorado. They got some snow this morning. Here at home, no snow for us, but we did have some pretty pictures as we take a look at more sunshine. Hey, you guys, I really am not feeling good for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm going to have to step out for just a second.
You go right ahead, Maria.
Maria, thank you.
You take that and
She's taking one for the team. She's not feeling well.
She really is, but let's go ahead and put up the 5-day forecast just so all of you at home can see what it's going to look like. As you see, there are highs in the 60s. As we get into the midweek, it reaches the 70s.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. She wasn't supposed to be on camera.
Oh no, and it swirled into a hurricane. Oh jeez.
Wow, wait a minute. So if the effects guy was like ready to make that happen, good job.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they really plotted. I wonder why they chose to do like a puke thing on live news.
I would think professional news broadcasts like that would have some sort of standard operating procedure to cut away from that stuff so that they don't show it. But I guess they've messed it up. I don't know.
What do you think our demographic for No Outlet Live, one word if you look it up on Google, what do you think our demographic is?
18 to 36.
18 to 36. Okay, male or female?
Male.
Percentage-wise?
Predominantly.
It's funny that you say that because I was looking up our analytics. We have a 100% male fan base. Okay, no non-binaries, no non-specifieds, no females. And they are between 18 and 34 indefinitely.
Wow.
So if you know any girls that like podcasting or anything like that, it would be a great time to get you to have them check us out, because we are open to everybody hanging out and checking out the podcast, right?
Oh, yeah.
As he gets real comfortable and sexy over there.
Yeah. Well, thank you for describing me that way. That dude doesn't look white. Hashtag words I prefer to hear from women and not you, but okay.
Yeah, so we got a fan base that's completely male, completely within a 6-year range. And that's what we're working with right now. I'm going to try to upgrade it because I think women are going to bind on to the show and listen more if we have a female input. And I got a couple of interviews scheduled up so we could bring in some female guests to try to bring in the female listener base.
That sounds great.
Some of them might be strippers that give you a lap dance on the show. Some of them might be OnlyFans girls. Some of them might be just straight up random skanks that I find on the road.
Well, I'd prefer we keep our guest stars to only specific skanks. That way we know exactly what we're getting.
What kind of specific skank?
I don't know. You're the one that thought up the idea of skanks in the first place.
Well, we're going to have to, after the show, we're going to have to set up a planning board. We're going to put up a board. We're going to do the analytics and all that stuff. And we're going to find out how to get a specific skank to come in.
Yes. And then making sure she's okay with the identifier of skank. Yeah, I can't emphasize the importance of that part enough.
That's how I'll bring her in, is I'll have her come in and I'll interview her and I'll be like, well, this is a skank. And I'll have like a little lower third that says a skank.
Or yes, or maybe have her wear a sash or a t-shirt that says the same.
The
possibility...
like Skank 1 shirt.
Yes, okay, yeah, sure. Call Flat House Press and have them be like, yeah, we need some shirts that say Skank 1, 2, 3.
That's not a bad idea, actually. They could probably send me a skank. I bet they're like doing an event and they see all the skanks.
Wow, and no, we totally did not sit down before the show and discuss how we could work the word skank into the show the most possible times.
You know, I freeballed that one.
Yeah, it was not like that Chappelle Show sketch where they, that featured a family named after a racial slur that was the end result of him and his buddy discussing how can we work that word into a sketch the most possible times.
Oh, right.
No, it wasn't a dough, it was a woohoo! Yeah, get woohoo queued up. No, you need you need to have Homer going woohoo for when things go well. Okay.
Oh, I will introduce that one.
Yeah, or maybe Mr. Burns going excellent.
I will do an excellent. I'll find you all of the Simpsons sound bites.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds cool.
So you sent me in a story. You wanted to do a follow-up on the story of Alec Baldwin. He was in a recent, he recently shot a filmographer or a cinematographer.
During a rehearsal shooting, he pulled the trigger on a prop gun, fired a live round into a cinematographer and the director, and killed the cinematographer.
So there's a lot of conspiracy that's starting to surround this story. It's kind of growing into something crazy.
I wouldn't say it's a conspiracy, more like new facts are coming to light.
Yeah, I guess that there's new facts coming to light, but this is such a weird thing. So let me pull up the story you sent in. The armorer breaks silence for the first time since on set of the fatal shooting. I'm assuming, what is this? Is that the girl? That ain't her.
No, I do believe it is.
Huh. Man, she was a smoke show, huh?
Yeah, but not like that politically incorrect, to put it mildly, teacher we covered last week. She's not hot enough to get out of this one. Yeah, except she actually messed up worse than the teacher.
Well, she didn't mess up nothing, man. She was a victim. So
No, I mean the armorer.
Oh, right. The armorer said she had no idea where live ammunition even came from prior to the shooting. Hannah Reed is devastated and completely beside herself over the events that had transpired, according to a statement from her attorney. The director of photography, the one that was shot, she was 42, was killed, and the director, Joe Souza, was 48. He was injured by Alec Baldwin. That's another thing that made me feel beside myself in this story. So, 2 people were shot. You'd think after one bullet actually comes out and hits somebody, you would stop. Like, why is he rapid fire shooting live ammo? Wouldn't you tell after the first shot that it's real ammunition?
Well, here's the thing. They thought it was a rehearsal, so they were expecting a bang noise. And depending on, what angle where everyone was standing, what angle they saw it from, it might not be readily apparent at first that a live round had been fired.
Did he do one of them things where you go ha 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 around the room, like acting like some old cowboy style shit, or did he like pull the trigger? Because I think if I shoot in any direction with live ammo, I'm going to see the projectile leave the gun, no matter how fast the bullet travels. It's kind of odd that you injure 2 people with live ammo, dude.
Yeah, I know, but
unless one bullet traveled through one person and hit another, that I could understand, but I don't think that was the case.
Hey, 2 people being hit by the same live round, that I find totally believable. That's why when I was carrying on the job regarding federal buildings, they warned us, remember, your bullets don't necessarily stop after they hit the target. That's
right,
why
they travel, they could bounce, they could do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, so that's why, especially working the lobby of Social Security buildings, I was especially keen to avoid having to shoot people. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's a weird situation,
and we don't know if that was the first time he pulled the trigger in that rehearsal, or if he had been just going click, click, click.
So this article says that court documents obtained by NBC News state that the assistant director, David Halls, yelled "cold gun" to indicate the weapon didn't have live rounds as was intended when it was given to Alec Baldwin prior to the accidental shooting. He told authorities he should have checked the gun more thoroughly after noticing a difference in ammunition rounds. So that says he noticed that there was different rounds and he didn't stop it. Hannah was hired on 2 positions on this film, which made it extremely difficult to focus on her job as an armorer. She fought for training, days to maintain weapons and proper time to prepare these prop guns for firing, but ultimately was overruled by production and her department. The whole production set became unsafe due to various factors, including lack of safety meetings. So one thing I heard is that the armorer, this guy worked on The Crow too. Did you hear that?
The same guy.
The same guy worked on The Crow 2 after Brandon Lee, because we brought that up last week on our show, that this was a similar incident. One of the same people from that set worked on this.
How?
That's an amazing thing, isn't it? That you have been around this for 30 years. Or let's say 25 years.
Yeah. How did this...
That's where the conspiracy stuff comes in, is that people are thinking he knew the ropes about how you could kill somebody on set.
Okay, then it becomes why?
That's when the conspiracy gets deep. If you're big into conspiracies, look it up. I don't like to cover that because
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of it is false information, and I don't want to do fake news.
At least with what we've been covering so far, we're reacting to stuff that's
in the tabloids. If there's a news story going around, we'll cover it. But when I don't want to dive too deep into a conspiracy thing that is me discrediting the truth. I would rather we won't do that here on No Outlet Live.
Yeah, so far we're just reacting to the truth as it's known at the time.
So that David Halls guy, he was on the set. He worked on The Crow too.
Yeah, you gotta wonder. Yeah, to be able to, to physically, the level of planning necessary to premeditatedly kill someone in this way is just...
Yeah, you would have to really hunker down and set up a whole game plan for if this was a setup or an inside job type of weird conspiracy thing.
And then there is always a chance that I don't even want to go down this rabbit hole because it'll just make my head spin. But yeah, I did send you another follow-up story that, now this story we just told you makes Hannah Gutierrez Reed sound innocent. The other one does not.
Okay, so from yahoo.com /entertainment, we got from The Wrap. Inexperienced rust armorer enraged Nicolas Cage on previous film. You just blew my fucking eardrums out. Hannah Reed, once again, the 24-year-old armorer who handled weapons on the set of Alec Baldwin's Rust, was the subject of numerous complaints on her previous film just 2 months earlier after she discharged weapons without warning and infuriated the star Nicolas Cage, which is one of my favorites, by the way, Gone in 60 Seconds. Hollow Man. I love Nick Cage.
Face Off.
Yeah, Face Off, for sure.
The space-time continuum was nearly destroyed by that movie because we had the overacting of Nicolas Cage with the overacting of John Travolta mashed together. It was basically like
a perfect storm.
In fact, it even got into the script kind of where John Travolta's FBI agent character, who is disguised as Nicolas Cage's terrorist, escapes from prison. He's posing as Nicolas Cage, and he meets up with Nicolas Cage's criminal associates, and Nick Cage is like, I want to take his face off and put it on mine. And one of his associates is like, what? And I'm like, yeah, somebody's reaction to the pitch for this movie made it into the script.
Now, imagine if they remade... Well, let me not go on a tangent. I don't want to... You're the ant on a rant, not me. Stu Brumbaugh, who served as a key grip on the Cage Western The Old Way this summer, told The Wrap that Gutierrez, I guess that's her name. Gutierrez. I'll just say Hannah Reed. I don't like saying that.
Yeah, it's easier.
So Reed upset both Cage and other crew members on the Montana production by failing to follow basic gun safety protocols, like announcing the arrival and usage of weapons on the set. So this is saying that she previously has already not been safe with the way that she handles weapons on sets.
Yeah, apparently, and I have the feeling maybe this one got downplayed because Nicolas Cage does have a reaction for, reacting like that to things. He has
a history for being a dick on set.
Yeah, and I mean that he even has a secondary following for his bad movies. Like it's said he only picks the very best or very worst scripts, and yeah. People maybe thought, oh, Nicolas Cage was exaggerating or just having another tantrum, but no, it sounds like he was in the right on this one.
All right, so let's move on from that depressing stuff there. So we went over puke, right? What about Dr. Pimple Popper type of stuff. How do you feel about that?
Morbid curiosity.
Morbid curiosity. Let's check some out. Whoa. Oh yeah. This is on the top of this fella's head here. Oh God, that's so gross. Look at this thing, dude. It looks like chewed up bubble gum. And look at the hole left.
Yeah,
It left a vagina on the top of his head.
I mean, I get the feeling... I wonder if she ever thinks, my God, I went to medical school for this.
Oh my God, look at this.
Or maybe she is genuinely...
How do people get whiteheads that are so thick? And it looks like this dude's pulling a rubber band out of his face or something.
Yeah, wow. That... Is he gonna successfully remove it, or?
Oh God, this is so bad for me. I hate Dr. Pimple Popper. I hate this stuff. And yet I'm the one that found this for us to watch. Ugh. But it looks like it would probably feel good. Ugh, it looks like a I don't know how you get stuff this disgusting. Ugh, it just shot one right on his eye.
Yeah, wow. That's just...
Now that Oh God, that's a butt one. I've had them. That one's hurt too. They're very painful. That one's gonna bleed for a little bit. Yeah. Oh no.
WTF, man. WTF.
Oh no.
Is that his, like... Is that...
That's an eyelid. Oh, and they're sticking a needle in there. Oh.
What the hell? What in the hell?
Don't!
That dude doesn't look white.
I did it all for nothing.
Oh man, that's nasty under your eyeball.
Where's this one come from? I think it's his toe.
It's an ingrown. Oh yeah, or a fingernail.
No, those are toenails.
Ugh, that one's real bloody. All right, so there goes that segment. I'm done with that one. Let's go into the news story that you sent in. Another one from Yahoo. Asian spider takes hold in Georgia. Or Asian. I said angry, didn't I?
No, I think you said Asian.
Okay. Well, I confused my own brain there for a second. Asian spider takes hold in Georgia, sends humans scurrying. A large spider native to East Asia has spun its thick golden web on power lines, porches, and vegetable patches all over North Georgia this year. A proliferation that has driven some unnerved homeowners indoors and prompted a flood of anxious social media. I really messed up my language there. I slurred that a little bit, but here goes a video story on it. That looks like a wicked spider, dude. It does have like a golden web. That is crazy. Oh, look, it got a locust.
Someone knew about this menace in 2014 and they're just now mentioning it?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of looking like that the story is that these things are putting massive webs everywhere and people are walking through them, so you're covered in like this piss-covered silk. That sucks, but I kind of enjoy spiders a little bit. I don't mind them. They take the other bugs away from me, and I like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they say if a bug's stopped dying, we'd be overrun in like 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, so, spiders suck sometimes. Do you have anything planned for the rest of your weekend? Are you watching the Browns tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I might. I watched them last Thursday. Turns out I can stream Thursday Night Football on Amazon Video.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
So, we're based out of Cleveland. This has been No Outlet Live, one word. Look it up in your Google search bar. We're also on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher. You could check out the video on YouTube, and we are live on Facebook every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which means it would be later in the day. It's almost going on afternoon, I think, on the West, right? Or is it earlier on the West?
Yeah, it's earlier, so we'd be... Yeah, remember, the West Coast is 3 hours behind us.
Okay, so on the West Coast time frame, we'll be going live at 4 p.m. If you guys ever want to email or anything, shoot us an email at NoOutletLive@yahoo.com. This has been Jay Remy, and of course,
The Ant on a Rant.
The Ant on a Rant. Don't forget to hit us up, like and subscribe, share it, tell all of your people. We will be back next week, and we're brought to you by Guardian Roadside Solutions, as you can see on the bottom of my screen, and then also flathousepress.com. Check them out. They got some sweet t-shirts I've shown on the show, and I'm still waiting on my promo code, guys. I will have another guest coming in next week, and I will surprise you guys with it. Until then, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
May get a little fucked up and crazy. What's even worse is I had a kid come in and I was shitting in the urinal and he came in and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But if that's something you're into, then Mikes and Men is the show for you. The boys are gonna cover it all without holding back. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, and you could learn a thing or two. It's Mikes and Men, only on CBW.
New kids, old heads, new whips, old drugs, new bitch, old tricks, new kicks, old habit, new crib, old me, new me, do you? Hey, one thing, I don't ever pray for it. Secondly, I work every day for it, proudly. They will never pay you forward on me like a bagel with the chips, ayy. Same love, same drink, same spliff, ayy. Same house, same day, same chick, ayy. Same thing, same time, a new shit, new car, new house, new me, new fit. Old time I got a brand new clip and a brand new 9 that can braze you quick. Fucking this game like a brand new dick, like ice to a wet surface, South Stick.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone.
No Outlet Live.